You probably clicked this video because you're absolute garbage at ledge trapping with Ken. You're probably the type to watch your opponent grab ledge and start mashing down to it, hoping that they're just gonna roll into it and give you the free kill. But at some point you realize that's just not gonna cut it. So now that you're here, look no further. Today, I'm gonna teach you how to be the best Ken you can be at ledge trapping in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Go ahead and regular get up from me, appreciate it. I'm gonna focus attack here to bait that out. You're dumb as shit, and you're dead.
That shit actually caught me. Whoa, relax. What are you doing, bro?
Goodbye.
I know where my clip is already.
You are?
Don't call it. Yeah, I knew you should do that. I knew you were gonna do that corner shit, bro.
Get out of here.
Right.
Get out of here.
What the fuck?
You're clipped and you're done.
Bro, wait. No.
Your ankles.
Why that shit?
Your ankles. Your ankles.
No.
Get out of here.
Get up attack.
Get out of here.
I knew you were gonna do that.
Get out of here.
I knew you were gonna do that corner fast cancel shit. So I get up.
You're good. You're good. Don't worry. Alright, so goofy clips aside, that is not what ledge trapping is going to look like until you get to the point where you completely read your opponent and know what they're going to pick. Now, in the other parts of this 21-part guide, I have mentioned to you guys multiple times that Ken has a lot of tools in his kit that will allow him to do whatever he wants to his opponent and mix things up whenever you feel like it. So when it comes to ledge trapping, Ken has two different abilities that I believe carry Ken and make him a dominating force at ledge. First, we have auto turnaround. This ability allows Ken to face his opponent at all times. This helps a lot at ledge because options like jump or roll can cross up Ken or cross up most characters in this cast. However, Ken will turn around accordingly and deal with your opponent properly. Next, we have the ability to cancel our normals into specials. This adds another layer to our mix-up potential at ledge. It makes our opponent have to guess for 2 moves instead of 1. So if you watched in the clips earlier, you may have caught on to me doing a technique called a Kara cancel. Our Kara cancel allows me to cancel my down smash into a special. And what this does is it can create situations where my opponent gets confused and doesn't know what options to pick, because now I could be covering a roll, but at the same time in my head I'm like, okay, I'm gonna cover a get up attack, or I'm gonna cover a jump, something like that, to mix up my opponent. And now they're panicking because they don't know what options to pick, because it seems to them that 2 or more options are being covered at that point. But in my head, I'm only looking for 2, and if I get whatever one I want, then they're gonna end up dead. Now that I've given you an example of a Kara cancel, let's move on to something a lot simpler. Let's just talk about Ken's normal cancels. Didn't you win the last Yoshi's game? I don't understand.
I don't like the stage, nigga. It's not one of those, you know. Oh, whoa. Let's calm this down.
So Ken's down tilt is frame 2 and his up tilt is frame 3, right? Very fast moves. Now the ability for us to cancel things at ledge is really good, because if you spam these very fast moves, these frame 2 and 3 options, and your opponent falls into one of them, you're allowed to easily convert that into a kill confirm. Now at ledge, where things can be really fast paced, high risk, high reward, a big mixture of all of that stuff, Ken can condense that and just use his fast options and convert that into something very explosive. And that's something that not a lot of characters have in their kit. So when you have this cancel ability and your auto turn on ability, Ken becomes one of the best ledge trappers in the game. So a quick crash course on ledge trapping. Ledge trapping in itself is where your opponent grabs the ledge, you're on stage, and you're trying to guess their options or read their options or react and punish them accordingly. Everyone here has played rock, paper, scissors. If you haven't, I don't know where you've been all your life, but when you're playing rock, paper, scissors, it's not about a game where you just randomly throw rock, paper, scissors out. As a kid, maybe that's what you've done. However, as you mature, as you learn how people think, how you think, rock, paper, scissors becomes a game of you trying to read your opponent's mind and think of what option they're going to pick next, and you're trying to counter that, right? It's a lot more complicated than it seems when you were a kid. Now, in terms of Smash Bros, when you're ledge trapping, you want to make sure that you limit your opponent's options. So when they picked a certain option and got punished for it, just like in rock, paper, scissors, they would not want to pick that same option again, because now in their head that seems like the most risky option, and it seems like that's what you're looking for. Now at times people will duplicate the last option they picked because they believe that, okay, they're not going to get punished for that. That's an advanced thing. That's something that you do because you want to counteract reasonable thought that your opponent's having. We don't really want to talk about that because ledge trapping itself, this video can go on for hours if I were to break that down. But like I'm saying, the base of ledge trapping is to condition your opponent to pick the options that you want and to make them feel uncomfortable picking as many options as they can pick. So let's talk about ledge trapping with Ken. Now, a lot of Ken mains love to just go run over to ledge and start spamming buttons before their opponent even picks an option. That in itself is complete stupidity. You're showing your opponent the options that you like to go for before they've shown you anything. And why would you show your cards before your opponent shows you their cards? That's not what you want to do in these situations. You want to make sure you learn your opponent and adapt to them. Don't make them adapt to you. That's not how that works. You have to make sure that you adapt to them first. Now, I won't say that it's bad to always run up and show off your moves first to bait out something, but that's more advanced, and that's not what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about people who turn their brains off and just autopilot at ledge and hope that auto turnaround does something for them, or hope that their opponent falls into the moves that they're spamming. Like I said, at some point I was just the same as you guys. However, about a year ago, I talked to a guy named Vendetta. You guys may or may not know Vendetta. He's the best cam player in the US in my opinion right now. He is very good at playing the Shotos. Around a year ago, he proposed an idea to me, and he said, why go spam moves at ledge or keep yourself really close to your opponent where you can just hold center stage and react and make them pick an option. So what Vendetta is saying is, instead of going up there, throwing hands at your opponent and exchanging blows, why don't you just sit back and watch your opponent hang themselves? Which is a very graphic image, but what we're trying to say is a lot of players under the stressful situations of being on ledge, being in complete disadvantage, they will do risky options and put themselves in terrible spots where us as the people who have frame 2 and 3 options and auto turnaround can easily punish. So what he's saying is sit back, watch what your opponent does, and then punish accordingly. When you're holding center stage, you have complete advantage, and you're also able to see every single option your opponent picks at a beautiful distance, so you have enough reaction time. Now, this is not to say that that is the golden rule and that's the only way to play Shotos. That is not what I'm trying to say. Just like everything else in this world, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, someone's gonna catch on. So what I'm trying to propose is learn to know when to apply this to your neutral. This should be one of the core ways you play Ken when you're ledge trapping, and once you figure your opponent out, slowly move yourself closer to them and then get those crazy reads, those crazy punishes that just take off the stock as soon as possible. First you play it safe, and then you get comfortable, and then you start exploding your opponent. Now that I talked about that aspect, one thing I want to talk about before we end the video is baiting your opponent to pick an option. Now, a lot of times, let's say your opponent is mashing something at ledge, you're going to pick get up attack. Get up attack is invincible in this game and it beats every single move you mash at ledge, right? So if your opponent's standing at ledge and they're mashing something, they'll get up attack. Now if you're standing at ledge and you're mashing something, your opponent will get up attack, obviously, right? Or they'll roll, depending on what the move is. However, if you know they're going to get up attack, you can pick focus attack. You can jump, you can down air them. You can do a whole bunch of things to punish these abilities. The reason we're mashing here, guys, the difference between brainlessly mashing and baiting is that I'm only mashing to make my opponent pick an option they think is safe so I can get a quick and easy punish. That's very risky, however, it pays very well. The trick to baiting your opponent is you're thinking steps ahead of them, all right? You're thinking way ahead of your opponent, but you're making an option seem so safe that they take the bite and then they end up losing their whole arm. That's how you want to treat baiting. That's how you want to go about this technique, because once you do this and once you learn to master this, people are going to start second guessing even the safest of options. They're going to think, well, if I do this, he's probably already thinking that, and overcomplicate things for themselves at ledge. And once you put your opponent in such a tight box, it becomes really stressful for them to operate the way they want to operate. Alright everyone, this has been a good video to make. Honestly, I really enjoyed making this. I haven't made a guide in a minute, but what I do hope to do is put out more guides as frequently as possible. We're getting pretty close to ending the 21-part guides. That's a lie, but I'm trying my best to get there. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I try my best to reply to all of them. I will catch you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.